Hello, hello, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my stream. It's been a while. Not really, it's not been a while. I just streamed Maple Story several hours ago. Okay, so I will start a new stream, a new game. Actually, not a new game. I haven't played this game for like a few years, 2 years. Okay. Alright, so we are going to play CrossCode. If you haven't heard of CrossCode, it's that badass RPG and an MMORPG with some playstyles from familiar games such as the Mana series. And then there's a lot of reference. This is one of the best indie games that I played. So, oops! No. Okay, sorry about that. I have to keep my dog at all times here. Okay, so we are going to play CrossCode. I will put some schedules on what should be the next stream for the following days, following weeks. So let's open up the game. There it is. Alright, so to those who don't know CrossCode, it is a mixture again of RPG because the setup of this game is inside an online game. So there's avatars and there's the class types as that of the MMORPGs. There's some warrior types, mage types, close range, long range. You know the drill. Okay, so a good friend of mine gifted me this game back in 2023. So I got hooked. At the game, and there's just a lot of references. Way too much to actually comprehend. But if you like references, if you like some memes, gaming stuff, yada yada yada, I recommend playing this game. It's fun. Okay, house rules. So backseat gaming, I'll allow it, but please try not to be a jerk about it. Keep the stream PG-13 if possible. No explicit content, please, for the love of all that's holy. If you want to talk, you want to interact, there's the chat box. Just try to be yourselves. Don't be a jerk. Okay, so I'm going to play this game in its full. It's not gonna be possible if I'll be 100% complete this, because there are some side quests that I don't like in this game. I will get to that eventually. So there's also some side episodes for dedicated to some side quests, grinding, and some FUD. And the main story, we will do the main story first, and then we'll go with the post-game DLC. Okay. So without further ado, let's start. So I'll be playing the game in New Game Plus because there are some of the items that I want, that I love I love using and I don't want to let go, because the good thing about this is that you can you can select what you want to retain, what you want to keep. You can also reset some elements. When I play this blindly, I never thought that speedrunning dungeons is a thing. So whenever we go to a main dungeon later in the game, I'm gonna have to take some pausing so that I can remember how it works. Okay. So let's go with the new game plus. So I've accumulated some trophy points, so achievements matter here if you want to tweak the game to your convenience. Also, NPC dialogue will also change depending on what you choose to use for your new game plus routine. Okay, so we can carry over some stuff. So it will cost some points. Let's see. I'll keep add-ons, consumables, equipment. I have max credits, no shame, because I played this several times in like you know it. We'll keep trade items. We'll keep elements, botanics, traders. I think we're fine with not having credits anyway. We'll start from fresh for credits, which is the game currency. EXP. So, EXP. So there's 2x, 4x, or you want to disable it entirely. So if you disable EXP, means your character will stay on level 1 if you're going to start a game. If you're going to start the game from scratch, level 1, or if you're going to stop at the last level that you have accomplished in your previous playthrough. Drop rate 2x, 4x. I hope this is a thing for some of you guys. Okay, combat modifiers. I'm not gonna do prepare to high and Sergey hacks, but dialogue can change. Okay, so let us see. Okay, so I am going to unlock Chili Balance. I'm going to unlock Devil Trigger, Early Access, Mega Nutrients, and Buffet. And then we can do... let's do get on my level. So that enemies will be in the same level range as the protagonist and the party members. I'm certainly not going to unlock these modifiers because I have zero coordination. That's what it is. Okay, so there's several more that I can several more 2k more points. Prepare to high is just brutal. One hit KO. So also, CrossCode has puzzle elements. So there's the trick to it. So you're not just going to use some bronze here. You also need some brains for this, because just like what I said earlier, there's a dungeon race involved. So we got a party member who is addicted to racing and expect some obstacles along the way. You know what? Screw EXP. We can get this one way or another. So I'm going to unlock drop rate times 4. Okay. Since we're going to start from since I'm going to play the prologue as well, we'll just not unlock this. Okay, we're all set. Or maybe I'll unlock 2x drop rate, 2x EXP because why not, and 2x credits. I think that's better. Okay, so we'll carry over consumables, equipment, add-ons, trade items, elements, botanics and traders, 2x EXP and credits, drop rate, and these other stuff. And get on my level. Okay, let's go. I'm going to put in the save file that I've had back in 2023. So it has some post-game DLC involved. So prior to that, I only just beat the game, go on with New Game Plus, and there. Okay, so we'll go on and play this file. CrossCode is designed with challenge in mind for both combat and puzzles, and we encourage every player to try the game with its intended difficulty. However, if those challenges end up making the game less enjoyable or even inaccessible for you, we provide options to tweak the difficulty through the Assists tab in the Options menu. So again, it's not just bronze, you also need brains. Ento-chan. Now witness some cool voiceovers. I know you can hear me. Where is he? Shizuka, I have to ask you to leave. So, you're keeping him here? What do you think you're doing? Time is running short. We don't have a choice. So you abduct a dying person and let him work until his last breath? Is that it? I'm going to talk some sense into him. Don't get in my way. Shizuka, please don't do this. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go any further. Really? Here it is! You'll have to do better than that. You know this is what he wants as well. Sure, you like to think that. You won't listen. Cold-based? How very creative. Weak to heat. How surprising. Almost there. If you interrupt him, all of his hard work will be lost. Don't do this. So, it never should have happened in the first place. Okay, this is it. You don't know when to stop, do you? Just watch. You can throw as many enemies at me as you like. The level threshold doesn't exactly work on your favor. Satoshi! Sister, what do you think you're doing? You are in no condition to do this kind of work now. All you should do is rest. Why should I rest when I'm way beyond recovery? I need to finish this work. It's my final task. I told you about the agreement. I finish this, and they will let you go. No, I don't want this. Satoshi, stop it. It is done. No! Shizuka, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I got you involved in this. Just promise me you will get away. Please. There you are. Initialization successful. Oh, is the speech synchronization malfunctioning? Apparently. Well, something just had to go wrong. But you understand me, correct? Okay, we'll make it work somehow. You are probably confused about the situation, correct? Alright, let us take small steps. Do you remember VRPs? Virtual ricochet projectiles? Balls? Okay, seem to remember. Carla, we are ready. Please initiate the training sequence. VRPs are your most essential tool and weapon. They're basically like balls. Your task is to hit all these robots with VRPs. So give it a shot, or rather, a throw. Nice work. Well, just to be sure, let us repeat this exercise with an extended distance. something particular about VRPs. They're not affected by gravity. Thus, no matter how far you throw, VRPs will not fall to the ground. Very good. Okay, let us enable the charge mode. You activate charged VRPs by aiming for a longer time. Let us practice right away. Charge mode allows for the throwing of larger VRPs. Those charged VRPs will ricochet on walls. That is the reason for their name, you see? Using charged VRPs, you can hit the target with a red circle. Easy enough, right? Okay, enough practice with VRPs. It is about time we put you down on your feet. Carla, we're done here. You can terminate the flotation sequence. Hey there, girl. Welcome to our cozy cargo hold. My name's Carla. Nice to meet ya. You sure are quite one. Apparently, there's an issue with her speech synchronization. She still understands us, though. No way! Is there a way to fix it? I don't know yet. I'll have to look into that. Anyway, I'm sure we'll be able to understand each other somehow. Non-verbal communication, you know. Atta girl. Still, kinda would like to know your name. Sergey, can you help us out here? Alright. Her name is Leia. Leia? Well, ain't that sweet? Well then, Leia, ready to get up? We gotta get you ready for what's coming. Ball throwing and the like, you know. And I got just the thing prepared for ya. Follow me. Okay, so now we're in the prologue. Just lead through the door when you're ready. Alright, let's get started. Your task is to reach the door at the other end of this room. And don't mind me, I'll just stick around and keep an eye on you. Well, I might give you some hints, if you ask nicely, you know. Oh yeah, never mind the visor. I just need this to see what you're doing. Don't worry about it for now. We'll explain it to you later on. Entering the next stage, more switches await. Girl, you sure are natural with the ball thing. Carla, they're called VRPs, not balls. Aw, oh, come on, nobody calls them that anymore, you know. Fortunately, yes. Well done! Yeah, that was all. It's a small room. Ha! Finally! This one's my favorite. Here you can go wild on these robot mice. Moving target practice. Have fun, girl. Moving on. Welcome to the Rat's Fortress, standing unpenetrated for centuries. Apparently someone had fun putting this together. Girl, that was so quick. Took me forever to put all of this together. Whoa, slow down there, girl. It's just a short warning. Here you'll meet your first real enemies. And by real, I mean those things will, in fact, attack you. Don't get me wrong, they're really easy, but still, if you do get beat down, your respawn point is right in this room. That means there's no real danger. Go ahead and kick some ass. Just a moment. Let me enable the dash module before we start the battle. Dash is essential in battle, so it can help you to quickly dodge enemy attacks at any time. Right he is! Now please enter to the right in order to proceed with the ass kicking. Okay, give me a moment. Hold on. Okay, so now we'll start. Alright, good luck in there! A bit of active. Hit them with charged balls to cancel their attacks. Yes, that was awesome, girl. Sergey, you weren't kidding. Surely you got a knack for battling. Yeah, it sure takes me back. Hey, champ, get your adrenaline down again for a second. We gotta add a bit more edge to your arsenal. A sharp one, that is. I see that you got your attention. Sergey, you finished? Yes. Unlocking virtual proximity impact. Now, great, with those close combat strikes called VPI, you can quickly tear through several targets in your path at once. Only them close ones, of course. You got that? Sharp as a blade. Now start by clearing that path for us, will ya? Wait there for another sec. Yeah, I know. A second is waited and it's an attack wasted. Still, you should know that your strikes have enough punch to interrupt some attacks. So you can just pummel your opponents without giving them a chance to strike back. Sounds like a plan, am I right? So go get him. Close and fast and whack him over in the head. Nice moves. They didn't even see it coming. Come on, show me a right hook. And a left! Standard VPIs was not modeled after boxing. Shush, smarty pants. And another victory for our fearless gladiator, Leia. Would you look at all those cowards ganging up on you. But don't panic, just keep moving and strike fast. Okay, so I'm doing the dash cancel thing, so you can continuously strike, so that's what I'm doing. Amazing work! Numbers. Oh, I missed that. Amazing work. Numbers sure can't beat skill. And you just crossed the finish line. Congrats. Seriously, girl, that was quick. It's like you've never forgotten the basics at all. Oh my, you still look so puzzled about all this. I suppose it's about time we explain all the circumstances. You bet it is. But let's take a short break before that, okay? I still need to report to the captain. He wants to meet Leia as well. Good idea. Best not to keep Jet waiting for too long. Come on, Leia. Right this way. Alright, up to the bridge. Oh yeah, Leia, just a heads up. The captain's kinda grumpy, but don't worry about it. That's just the way he is. Cap, I'm back with the report. I see. Go on. The initiation? A total cinch. Here's the avatar. Name's Leia. Aye, hard to miss that lass. Hope you didn't run into everything with those hordes there. Ugh. Wait, don't tell me you didn't notice the horns till now, Leia? Anyway, make sure you clean up that mess that started down the cargo hold soon. Yes, Cap. Sergey is satisfied. Is he around? Yeah, just give me a sec to set up your headset. Hello there, Jet. My good man, it's been a long time. Indeed. You're still clinging to that jetpack, I see. You know, I never traveled the sea without good old Betty. Anyway, I hope you two will be ready to travel on soon. Having a darn avatar on board is just calling for trouble. Of course, we will make this as brief as possible. Gee, Cap. What kind of welcome's that supposed to be? Besides, ain't we talking to Jet, former VRP dueling champ? You keep telling us all about your combat moves from the old days. So here I thought maybe you want to give Leia a small combat lesson. Telling me that wee lass is up for a battle? Oh, you bet she is. Right, we'll see about that. Just talk to me later today. Sweet. Now then, you're dismissed. You can show the lass around the ship, but don't just stir up any trouble. Alright, Captain. Come on, Leia. It's time for some fresh air. Welcome aboard, MS Solar. Quite the ship, huh? You know, the view here is nice, but you gotta see what's beyond the bow. We're currently steering towards Rhombus Square. That's something to look at. Actually, why not go to the bow and explain the situation to Leia there? Seeing Rhombus Square will make it easier for her to understand, correct? Hey, good thinking, Sergey. Follow me, Leia. There she is, the Avatar. And she's a Spheromancer class. How awesome is that? Looks like you got your first fan, Leia. Hey there, Carla. Good to see you. About all these strange boxes here. Yeah, I know. I'm supposed to clean that up. But right now I have to take care of the Avatar. You know? I'll do it in a bit, okay? See you later. There she goes again. She said exactly the same thing yesterday. A Spheromancer. So awesome! Bow is this way. It's a bit of a walk though. Just follow me. Carla, what were all of those destructible boxes doing in that room anyway? I was just practicing how to use those things, you know. Probably should have done that somewhere else. Now, girl, have a look at this. Okay, where to start? How about welcome to Crossworlds? One step at a time, Carla. Leia, do you remember the concept of an MMO? Let's just pick no so that we can get extra dialogue. Well, MMO stands for Massive Multiplayer Online. It is a term for video games that support a large number of players simultaneously. Usually, all the players are connected to a virtual environment from all around the world. Now, Crossworld is like an MMO, just with one striking difference. The world of this game is not virtual. It is real. All players are remotely connected to this world through a special avatars. These avatars have a physical form and are tightly connected to all 5 senses of the player. And you, Leia, are currently logged into this game as well. Oh, me? No, I'm not a player. I just work here. In fact, you're the only avatar on this whole ship. That is correct. This cargo ship belongs to the maintenance staff of Crossworlds. The actual game takes place in the land you see over there, the playground. The reason you are here, Leia, is because you are not a regular player. You have lost your memory and we are trying to recover it. You see, you have been in this game before. Being logged into this game, there is a chance you might remember your past. And that is why we will try to get you into the real playground soon. Yeah, in fact, you'll be going to that glass palace of a city over there. That's Rhombus Square. It's where all players start. Well, I guess this cleared up some things at least, right? Alright then, I think it's a good time to split. I'm gonna go talk to the captain and try to set up that combat lesson for you. Meanwhile, you can have a look around the ship, if you like. The crew knows about you. I guess you already noticed that, right? You can meet me at the captain later. Until then, just make sure not to fall into the water, girl. By the way, Leia, I had a closer look at those speech synchronization issues. Unfortunately, I do not think I will be able to fix them soon. However, I found a little workaround. I might be able to hardcode specific audio patterns into your speech module. That means you will be able to say certain words. That should help a bit, correct? So let us try it out. Hi. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. It works. That should help start some conversations with the crew here. Okay, that took a toll on my throat for a bit. Okay. All right, so let me relax my voice for a bit, and let's look around the ship. Huh? I suppose he did not even notice you were an avatar. Well, the human appearance is pretty convincing. Except for the hair color. Okay, so this is CrossCode, G. It's a game in a video game. Okay, so if you want to know more about these characters talking, just peek a closer look. And then if that pops, just talk to that character, and a dialogue will spark. Oh, Miss Avatar is back! Hi. What? She talked to me! Gee, calm down there, fellow. Anyway, Carla just passed by us again. She told us that you could take care of all of these boxes here. I mean, really, can you believe that woman? Now she's loading off her work on our guests. Well, she has a point. It's easy to destroy these boxes with your avatar weapons, right? Awesome! Please, I want to see that! Well, no pressure, you know, but you're our guest after all. But you'd help us a lot. You'd help us out a lot. So, will you destroy the boxes for us? Yes! Show us the balls! Woohoo! This is amazing! Well, it certainly works. If I were playing this with the mouse, I'll have a hard time. All cleared! Truly amazing! I'm really surprised how quickly those balls were flying. What are you even talking about? I didn't see any balls. Only those boxes disappearing for whatever reason. Yeah, you need to wear these AR goggles to see them. The balls under impact are like virtual and stuff. I see. So that's why you've been wearing those goofy glasses all day. Goofy? You know nothing about style, lady. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, thanks a lot for the help. Yes, thank you so much, Miss Avatar. Yep, I can see a lot of Avatar references there. Speaking of Avatar... Can't talk. Must defeat respawning enemy. Oh, I thought they canceled this game. Dang it. Oh well. He seems pretty engaged with the game. You should just let him play. Oh, you must be the avatar the captain told us about. Hi. Well, feel free to check out the ship. It's just one of the smaller ships of the solar class, but it does its job. But I suggest you don't go near the room across the hall. Oh my, look at this mess. The captain will surely not like this. You wanna know why? Jet runs a strictly regimented ship. Every room needs to be cleaned before work. I wonder how these guys managed to skip Jet's daily inspection. Okay, that should work for now. Hi. Whoa, you spoke! Is your voice finally back? Hi. Wait, that ain't right. Her speech synchronization is still malfunctioning. I just hard-coded the word hi into her speech module. That is all she can say for now. I'm currently working on adding more words. I see. It's a start, I suppose. Anyway, Cap and I have been planning out your combat training, girl. We're almost set and good to go, right? Aye. This is gonna be interesting. Well, I'm off to my cabin for some final preparations. I'll be done in no time, so just stick with the captain, okay? See you later. Aye. I'll be back on the bridge. You can talk to me when you're ready for the lesson. Make sure you're prepared. I'll be expecting your full attention. You two over there. Make sure you clean up the galley after you're done cooking. Understood? Aye aye, Captain. It's not like we forgot since the last time you told us. Yeah, wasn't that yesterday? Hey there, Leia. You better not keep your captain waiting. Wait, Carla, is this your room? Sure is. Something wrong with it? How did you do it? Do what? This room. I did nothing. I can see that. I mean, how did Jet not see this room? I see. Well, you'll have to wait for another time to hear my secrets, I guess. Better go to the bridge. The Cap wants to show Leia some tricks as soon as possible. Wait, you're not curious, Leia? Well, I guess we should go then. This is weird. How does Carla do it? I will find out. Someday. There you are. It's about darn time for your combat lesson. You ready? Good. Let's go to the balcony. Good. Here we are. Carla? Are you ready up there? Yes, Cap. Don't forget the goggles. Aye. I haven't worn these for some time. Alright then. Time to start. I was told you learned the basics down in the cargo hold. Still, first I want you to show me your grip in aiming and throwing. Carla, prepare the target bot. Time to say hello to an old friend. Listen carefully. I want you to hit that robot from this distance 10 times. And do it quickly. Got that? I see you understand the basics well enough. That'll make things easier. Carla, we need that turret now. Time to turn on old Betty. Next, we'll be practicing the dash. Turret will now start shooting at you. I want you to do two things. First, keep your aim on the turret, but don't throw anything. Second, dodge the turret bullets without losing your aim. Alright then, let's start. You have to be faster than that, lass. Don't you ever think about simply walking past them shots? Dash at the right moment. Nice work! Enough with dodging. Now try to handle this attack, lass. What the heck was that? Don't you know how to darn guard, lass? Actually, Jet, as a matter of fact, she does not. I forgot how to activate her guard module. Sergey, are you serious? You can't send that lass into battle without a proper shield. Yes, I will fix that right now. Good. So now you have your shield. Need an introduction on how it works? Aye, then listen closely. Alright, basics first. Just show me the shield. Good. Note that the shield will only block the front. Always look into the direction of the attack. And finally, you can even aim during guard. It's slow, but it works. Alright, got the basics? Good. Now it's about time you try to block this swarm of balls, alright? Here goes! Very good. That's all the basics I can teach you for now. Now, to round everything up, let's have a proper battle against the turret when you can use everything you've learned. Though there will be a little surprise waiting for you. I'll let you take a short breather. Talk to me when you're ready. So, you ready for the battle? That's what I like to hear. Let the battle begin! Captain! I'm sorry to interrupt, but we need you on the bridge right now. What's the matter? Something is approaching us quickly. Bloody darn timing. Sorry, lass. You have to stop here. Duty calls. Carla, you clean up the balcony first and come to the bridge afterwards. Understood. Girl, I have no idea what's going on here, but it'd be better for you to go inside too. Okay, so now we're on this part. It's still on the radar, approaching us at high velocity. No transmission, no darn ship to see. What's going on here? Captain, I think I caught it on satellite. You gotta see this. What a peculiar location we have here. It's a darn cargo ship, you dubber. You look like someone who jumped right out of Crossworlds. The ship is not part of the bloody playground. So don't be a nuisance and get lost. We are aware of the nature of this place. Yet we perceive the presence of another misplaced individual. That's none of your bloody business. Get off the ship and back into the game you came from. Foolish mortal. Do you truly believe we abide by your command? Did you just call me a mortal, you nutcase? You better leave right now or I'll be glad to tighten your grip on reality. You bore us. We choose to no longer converse with the likes of you. Besides, our search has already been concluded. You do not belong here. You need to be removed. Wait, you seem all too familiar. Why, it can't be. Indeed, it might be a mere coincidence. But we most definitely have the way to be certain. What a convenient stage we have here. Now, it is time to face your trial. Let us see if you are the genuine article. A display of your talents shall suffice as proof. Leia, do you hear me? I'm just as confused as this whole situation as you are. It is certainly a mess, but we will get you out of this. For now, take on this challenge and keep him busy. I know this enemy looks intimidating, but do not lose hope. I'm confident you'll be able to handle this. Because I can see its battle stats. They match your level. Okay, boss time! Alright. The spinning motion. One cannot find it twice in this world. Truly, there is no doubt about it. When was the last time we have laid eyes upon you? You within your incomplete vessel. Yes, you have our utmost interest. You will come with us. Greetings from the Solar Fist, you darn pile of instant matter! What's this? Your divine powers can handle a proper explosion? Why, you... This is preposterous! Okay, lass. You need to get off the ship. Right now! Carla, get her back to the teleporter as fast as possible. And tell me when she's off the ship. I'll make sure no trace of Crossworlds is left on my ship. Got it, Cap. Follow me, girl. Well, well, our endeavor has not been concluded. You will not escape our will. He already caught up? Okay, let me just pause. Leia, those are high-level opponents. Do not fight them. Run to the teleporter. We can sense fear. We can sense your fear. Your every step. Your escape is futile. Oh no, you don't! Jump over the container, girl. Damn! How are we gonna pass this one? Wait, I got an idea. Carla, Instant Matter Builder at your service. Here we are again. Time for you to leave this party. Come on, sweetie. This isn't the time for tearful goodbyes. Besides, there are those guys. Goodbye, Leia. Enjoy Crossworlds. You darn pile of instant matter. Stop putting your trash all over the ship. This ain't gonna go nowhere. Jet, we did it. But he almost got us. There are probably some enemies left down in the cargo hold. Putting even more trash in my cargo hold. Okay, that's it. Playtime's over. Crew, activate the neutralizer. You're meddling with the matters that are not of your concern. This is my ship. Daubers like you messing my ship are on the bloody top of my list of concerns. I said it before, I'll say it again. This cargo ship is not part of the bloody playground. What the bloody hell was that all about? Alright, we're in the clear. We did it, Leia. Still cannot believe what just happened on the MS Solar. Anyway, we are now at the official playground. This area is packed with all kinds of security measures. More interference from that blue individual is highly unlikely here. For now, let's just proceed. This is Rhombus Square, or more precisely, Newcomer's Bridge. This is the official introduction to Crossroads. I place you right in front of the last part. It is important that we do this part the official way to avoid suspicion. Ah yes, speaking of suspicion, listen Leia. It is absolutely essential that you pass as a regular player. We must avoid being reported at any cost. Hi. Ah yes. Do not worry too much about your speech synchronization issues. You are in fact not the first player with these problems. Anyway, just be careful, okay? Alright, so now most of the players here should be newcomers just like you. Veterans usually skip this part, obviously. Okay, so now we're on the Newcomer's Bridge, so we'll expect some important characters along the way. Pardon, didn't see you there. Hi. Bonjour. You are new here. You are new here too? But I've not noticed you up here before. Oh, does this mean you caught up after me? Huh? You must be very quick with the tutorials. But I got the hang of it now too. You'll not beat me in the last tutorial stage, none? Let's beat at the end. I will be waiting. Au revoir. Very competitive, this one. Oh, they added a welcome sign. Very hospitable. Are you looking for that redhead pentaphist from before? Well, I'm afraid you will not find her here. You see, each player is placed into a separate instance of these rooms. You will find plenty of puzzles ahead. You really would not want other players to interfere around here. So it's all about who will be the fastest by themselves, right? Okay, so this is the first time I heard of dungeon instances since, well, I played MapleStory and some other MMORPGs back in the day. So now I know what instances mean. So these are the rooms or areas where only one person at a time can... One person is placed in a different instance of a particular area or dungeon. So similar to some aspects of some MMO games that I've used to play. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, this should be the last part of the tutorial, as what Sergey says. So we'll just do them. It's merely puzzles. Again, CrossCode is not just about bronze, it's also about brains. Alright, Leah, I will be gone in a couple of minutes. I will contact Jet and Carla and try to investigate that blue individual. I'm sure you'll be fine by yourself. See you later. Hi. I really have to work on your vocabulary. Oops. Ah, darn it. Okay, sorry about that. Oops. Julia, ikaw muna umanak. I'm back! Hi! Greetings from Jet and Carla. Everything is back to normal on the MS Solar. There are no traces left of that blue individual. I also tried to find some information about him, but there is nothing. We can be pretty certain that he's not connected to the official game. I cannot imagine a regular player leaving Crossroads and going on a rampage like this. Something very strange is going on here. Not to mention that he recognized you. Your memory might in fact contain some answers to all this. Anyway, there's no need to worry about this right now. Our goal is simply to play Crossworlds. And I see you've made a lot of progress already. So, onwards! Wait a moment! What are all those items doing in your inventory? You should barely have anything at this point. Why? Oh no, you have all kinds of equipment too. Maybe you should not wear it. You know, not to attract any attention. Lay up, please. Yep, Sergey is surprised to see that we've got most of the equipment here. Yeah. These are from my previous playthroughs, but for now let's just equip the rookie equipment. Let's just equip the rookie equipment for the meantime. Oh, right. Enemy starts to give EXP at this point. And now we will do our shooter mode equipment. So give me a moment. Ah, that's better. Incoming. Nice work. You did great. Ready for one big upgrade? Wait! Why are all your elements already unlocked? This is not supposed to happen. Seriously, this game has been out for quite some time already. Why do these weird issues keep coming up? Sergey. I mean, that's New Game Plus for you. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to unlock something for the meantime. Okay, so let's put in the add-ons here. Leia, please wait a second. I have a little upgrade for you as well. I finally managed to add another word to your vocabulary. Well, you know how it is. No shiny effects for me, just the upgrade. Here goes. Leia? I think you will need this one, since I will not be able to introduce you to other people anymore. Leia, hi. Hi, Leia. Hi, Leia, hi. Do not look at me like that. I know it takes a long time to add these words. It is a very involved process actually. I need to manually extend your thought control model, essentially modifying a statistically generated code base by hand. Yes, it is very technical. The technology to control avatars is, well, complicated. And that is an understatement. Anyway, second word is done. I will work on the next one right away. Leia. Told you I would be first. Hi. Phew. Oui. But wasn't that fun? I was very surprised by the boss at the end. Pardon, I haven't even introduced myself. Je m'appelle Emily. Nickname Emilinator. I know, it's genius, right? So, what's your name? Leia. Leia, nice to meet you. So, are you ready to take the sky rails? I wish we could already explore the city itself, but none. Didn't you know? The sky rail will take you straight to Cross Central. From there, you'll be transported to the mainland. You will only be able to enter Ramba Square much later. It sucks, I know. You over there! Yes, you, the blue-haired Spheromancer. Hi. But before you just appeared out of nowhere. Suspicious! And what do I see now? You are level 12! And this is unheard of. I'm forced to assume you, young lady, have been cheating! What? Monsieur, going straight for the accusations? How can you be so sure about it? Just because you're stuck at level 3 doesn't... She is level 12! Level 12! How can you not see the issue? It's ridiculously high! This is plain and obvious cheating! Come on, no reason to make a huge deal out of it. What? So it doesn't matter to you that some players start the game with any level like that? And what's the point of having levels in the first place? Hey, it's just a game. No, this is serious! Young lady, surely I don't need to explain you the faults of such actions. Cheating will never pay off in the long run. Hi. Is that all you have to say? Oh dear, what is going on here? Yearn, I've exposed this cheater here. And now you're lecturing her? Yes, about the wrongness of her actions. How about... no. What? I'll just go ahead and pretend I don't know you. But... she's level 12! Look at her! Apologies for my friend's behavior. He sometimes pretends to be a moderator. He's not. No problem. What is going on here? Why does nobody care about this? Hello? She is level 12! Monsieur, you should relax. It's just a game. We're only here to have some fun. Ah! Mon Dieu, what an obnoxious guy. Though I have to admit, your level really is a bit, far out there. Anyway, let's go on. I want to finally reach Rookie Harbor. You can come with me if you want to. Très bien, let's go. Oh, my heart just stopped there for a second. That was close. Honestly though, there's no rational way to explain how we got through that situation. It was just dumb luck. That's just evil, yeah, agreed. No mainland for us until we reach the end of the game. That was fun! Can't wait to reach the mainland! Voila! La Cross Centrale! You can quickly reach all of Crossroads from here. Though there should only be one destination for us newbies. Rookie Harbor. How's my French, kid? Hung? Alright, into the mainland. Ah, gotcha, Hung. Alez, this way. Fantastique! Right at the sea, just like they said. The city should be right up ahead. Go, go! Killed it! Sweet! Yep, you take damage while in water. What's that? Did they honestly design it that way? Hey! Over here! Look at all these old-style buildings. It's like we are in some kind of medieval fantasy world, non? So, right now I'm waiting to meet a friend, but I haven't seen him so far. There are just so many people here. Holero! Eek! Sacre bleu! Was that really necessary? Yes, very necessary. I see you brought a friend. Ah, oui, that's Leia. I met her during the tutorial. Hi. And this Dark Lord meanie here is Lucas, also known as Schneider. Nice to meet you, Leia. So you finally reached the croissant. Having fun so far? Oui! Enorme! Wait. Croissant? The mainland. You'll get the idea once you see the map. Anyway, this is Rookie Harbor. It's known for its incoming shipments of rookies like you. It's also fairly a big place, which tends to be confusing for said rookies. So I thought I'd give you a small tour. Très bien! Lead the way! First, the info building. If you really want to dig all the details of Crossworlds, this is your place. Combat arts, skills, all the stats from A to Z, you name it. Oh, that's the Nerd Hub, right? Yeah, people call it that. Frankly, it's a good thing to know about all that stuff. But it's not mandatory. It's just a place to go back whenever you're confused about something. Let's move on. By the way, Emilinator, nice one. I know. What's Schneider supposed to mean? I'm a tribe leader. I cut things. What? Not worth explaining. Ah. You love the croissant. Where's the world map? There it is! It does look like a croissant. Yummy, yummy croissant. Alright, next up, the town center. Oh, is that a market over there? Yep, you'll find most of the traders around here. Well, they're all over the place, to be frank. Those traders offer pretty good equipment. The catch, you first need to collect all the required trade items in the wild. It takes time, but it's worth it. Further up is another important building. This way. You pretty much already have all the equipment, so... Yep, good point, Sergey. Water and only water. See that building up there? That's the Seeker Hub, or Quest Hub. Surprise! You'll find a lot of quests there, just like in many other places in town and elsewhere. All those quests are optional, but the rewards make it worthwhile. Hey Leia, are you still with us? She's a quiet one, but she was really fast at the tutorial, almost beat me to it. Well, like they say, still waters run deep, right? Wait a moment. You are level 12? Yeah, her level is strange. Are you sure she just started the game as well? I saw her in the newcomer's bridge between the dungeons. Gotta be honest, this sounds kinda fishy. Come on, you always worry too much about the details. Anyway, what about the main quest? They kept talking about the track of the ancients. Oh, right, I almost forgot about that. You have to enter the quest hub anyway. There's a mandatory introduction for all new players. They'll explain all about it there. I suggest you go in right away and just get it over with. I'll just wait here. D'accord? Let's go, Leia. Whoa, such a crowded place. Mon Dieu, look at this. Welcome to the Operation Trackwalker, Recruit. This briefing serves as an introduction to the history of this place and the nature of our cause. We're currently located on the natural satellite Shadoon. This place was once inhabited by intelligent life forms that we refer to as the Ancients. While the Ancients ceased to exist a long time ago, they left behind a technological heritage to behold. The Track of the Ancients. Originally, it served as an assessment of official social standings within the Ancients' culture. It is a technological marvel, a highly advanced and self-sufficient system that remains intact to this day. It wasn't long after humankind arrived on Shadoon that we've realized its value. Thus, we initiated Operation Trackwalker. We augmented the track so that humanity might walk it as well. And that is where you come in, new recruit. Together, with the other seekers, you will start the journey along the track of the Ancients. Your path will be paved with obstacles, but every step you take will further our cause. Discovering the secrets of the Ancients. Your main task will be the collection of 4 elements: heat, cold, shock, and wave. Beginning with the element heat, your first destination will be the village of Bergen. To reach it, you need to pass the western barrier of Rookie Harbor. I will now give you your first shade to grant you passage to the west. Finally, I will give you the Disc of Insight. This device will record all of the knowledge you encounter on your journey. That is all. Good luck and stay vigilant. Wow! Now that was funky! Suddenly I was in the middle of space and this old geezer kept talking to me. Same for you? I suppose they wanted to pep up the boring introduction, non? Wee! Track of the Ancients it is! Let's go back. Lucas is waiting. By the way, Leia, I took the liberty of adding a few more entries to your encyclopedia. For example, all past events and people we have met so far. And a few insights on the technology, of course. But I just like to organize things. Okay, so the bulletin board has all the side quests. So we can do that. We can do this at any time, but there will be more quests along the way. So how was it, Leia? Enjoyed being in space? Well, I should understand your task, being part of Trackwalker and all. Let's go to the west now. By the way, Leia, Spheromancer? That's surprising. They're pretty unpopular. Don't ask me why. They're fine balance-wise. What about Pentafist? They're awesome, right? Yup, I couldn't imagine you any other class. Hold on a moment, I'm gonna grab that treasure chest. No access. No access. Okay, wait. I can access. Wait. I can. Okay, never mind. Yeah, never mind. We'll go there later. Finally! This is the western part of town. In this shop here you can buy consumable items. Further down you'll find an armory with basic equipment. And when you continue to the west from here you'll enter Autumn's Rise. You'll find a lot of enemies along the way. Be careful not to take on too many hedgehogs at once, or those guys will eat you for breakfast. Anyway, just follow that way to get to Bergen. By the way, do you two want to form a party? That would be great, right, Leia? And you, Lucas? Will you travel with us too? I unfortunately have to leave you soon. Already? Trust me, it's not that fun to travel around with a high-level friend. Unless you don't care for the challenge. But Leia is high-level as well. She has a point. Yes, and she'll snipe away all those enemies you'd like to attack as well. That smug face. Nah, I'm sure Leia will leave a few enemies for me, right? Right? In any case, I have to head back to the guild. There's just too much stuff going on right now. The crab will be steaming if I'm gone for too long. I see. Monsieur is just too important for us rookies. Oh, please, don't be that way. I can set up a direct link if something comes up. Alright? Let's meet again once you've reached Bergen Village. Come on, Leia. Let's do some leveling until we're worth the Dark Lord's attention. Oh, young. See you soon, Emily. And you too, Leia. Hi. Huh? Oh well. Ciao, ciao. Alright, party time. So, where is the option? Ah, voila! We just formed a party. Alright, let's head to Autumn's Rise. Or maybe look for quests in town. I'll let you decide, Leia. This is so exciting! Okay, Emily now joins the party. Okay, so we'll do side quest in another time. So let's go and enter Autumn's Rise. I couldn't handle this. Voila! Simple enough. Laser bridge! Okay, so we'll remember this guy Henry because this guy has a very large side quest in the long run. We gotta practice more. I'll be back. I'm back to kick some yay. I'll be back. Oops. I'll be back. I'll be back. Sacre blue! I'm outlier! Clearly not a Pokemon reference. Okay. Emily still level 6. Yeah. I should really disable the booster for now. Never mind. Is it? Yeah, never mind the boosters. Forgot that they are on my level range. Do you ever wonder what kind of music those things are listening to? They don't seem very much into it, none? I'll be back. Victory Blue! I'm out, Leia!
Ayaw pa noon.
Leia, I think I need a break. No breaks. Pesky things. They were cute at first, and now they're just annoying. That's some large levels right there. Okay, Emily's is also in level 33. Alright. Uh-oh, it's not Sonic. Okay, that doesn't work. Alright, that's definitely not a Sonic reference. Blue-haired Spheromancer. So we meet again. Mon Dieu, not this guy again. I see your level remains as unacceptable as it has been before. Why do you even care so? Again, she's level 32. Everybody should hear about this. This game has rules! Anyway, being a cheater is bad as it is, but seeing a Spheromancer displaying a dishonest behavior, it breaks my heart. What? We Spheromancers are a noble yet unappreciated class. I can't allow a player like you to further damage our reputation. Wait, you're a Spheromancer too? Huh? Why, of course! Don't you see my striking crimson outfit? Ooh. Pardon. I thought you were a Tri-Blader with all that green and pointy hair. It's my style. It's plain to see that fashion is beyond your grasp. Sure. Anyway, I'm talking to you, blue-haired Spheromancer. Leia. I challenge you to a duel! Wait, what? Come on, we just started playing! Of course we won't do it right here and now. Let's have our duel at the entrance of Bergen Trail. I'll test your skills properly, to make sure you don't use any more dishonest methods. Well, she's level 32. Sure you can already guess how this will play out. Do you accept, blue-haired Spheromancer? Leia. Good. I'll be waiting for you. And off he goes again. I'm sure this will be a lot of fun to watch. You beating that guy to a pulp. But I'd really like to level a bit before that too, if that's okay. Come on, let's train. Alright. Huh? Did we just beat up a cow wearing some kind of iron mask? We used to have cows in the neighborhood when I was a child. Another cow gone. I kinda like cows in our neighborhood. They were cute. Those buffaloes are rough in comparison, but still, I'm feeling sort of bad about this. I hope you don't get lost around here. Ah, over there. Seems you have to head northwest to reach Bergen Trail. I hope it's not too far. I will have to log out sooner or later, you see. Oh, don't worry. I'll stay until you beat up Mr. Grasshead. And please, don't worry too much because of me. Though there really is no reason for you to prepare for this duel, is there? Well, in any case, c'est parti! That is right. We have been playing for a long while now, Leia. Anyway, I suppose there is still time for you to face that duel. Come on, Leia! Hey, good gracious, girl. Hi. Y'all made me quite a scare there. Hitting them plants and all. Shucks, all good. They got some mighty strange doohickeys inside, don't you think? Well, I'm talented to lips. I'll take an notion to find and analyze as many as I can. But that's turned out to be a lot harder than I expected. See, getting at what's inside seems to only be doable by seekers. I can only collect what they bring me. You already seem to know the drill. Care to help me out? Much obliged, girl. That there's a mighty kind of y'all. First, let me give y'all this here. This handy little gizmo will help y'all keep track of your progress. Just keep hitting them plans and analyze them by getting them doohickeys. Y'all can check your progress in the menu too. Took the liberty of adding my findings for an alpha ball plan. Just keep hitting them plans for me, alright? Alrighty, I'll be off exploring for more of them plans. Might even meet y'all again a long way. Once y'all finish, come find me in Rookie Harbor Alley quarters. Trail, here we are. So where's that Monsieur Grasshead? Don't tell me he's late. Blue-haired Spheromancer. Finally, you've arrived. It is time for our duel. As for the location, this place here is just perfect. Isn't it kind of crowded here? Why, that's exactly the point. People should witness the grace of the Spheromancer's fighting style. I see. Now, there's no reason to rush. Prepare yourselves and tell me when you're ready to start. Though I hardly believe there's any reason for you to prepare with your kind of level. Damn straight, we'll serve you the beating of a lifetime. Must I remind you the definition of a duel? It's Spheromancer versus Spheromancer. No pentafist. I know. I'm gonna watch as Leia beats you up. Anyway, just talk to me when you're ready. Okay, I'm gonna do this fight without any elements. So, yep, just to fit the bill. Yes, beating you with those stats will be very challenging. But I'll show you what a true Spheromancer is capable of. Are you ready for the duel? Good. Pentafist, it's time for you to step back. Get ready. PvP combat, activate. What is it? Is it your first PvP battle? Player versus player. It's simple. We fight several rounds. 5 out of 9. No items, no escape. Go, Leia! I'm sure you can do it. The time has come. I, Apollo, will show you the right path. The path of a proper spheromancer. The path of justice. Let the duel begin! This round goes to you. Not bad. Time to show the true potential of a spheromancer. You can do it, Leia! This isn't over yet! Not a very surprising outcome, is it? Do you feel any accomplishment, overpowered as you are? Well, even despite your level and stats, I still have to insist. You have yet to unlock the true potential of this class. Next time we meet, I'll make sure to test your skills even more. Once more. Until then, blue-haired spheromancer. Leia. Serious, Monsieur, is very serious. Looks like you got yourself a rival, Leia. You really did kick his derriere, though. That was awesome! Anyway, I really have to go now. Seriously, we've been playing for so long, but it was so much fun. Let's play together again next time, d'accord? Très bien. Until then, au revoir! Bye! Huh? Ah, oui! Goodbye! See you soon! Looks like I added the word just in the nick of time. I figured you would need it sooner or later. Well then, I think we should call it a day as well. I kinda need a break myself, to be frank. Do not worry, we'll be back in the game soon enough. Good night, Leia. We so much fun. Sure, it's supposed to be a long parkour. It's all about the journey, no? We better make it last. Yes, apple trees all over the place. She would have loved that place. I suppose I might as well show that place to you. Someday. Good morning, Leia. Are you alright? And you still remember everything from yesterday, right? Meeting Emily and all that? Alright, great. Oh, by the way, it seems that Ellen is online as... Oh, that must be her. It's like a phone call. Just take it. Bonjour, Leia! Hi. This is a direct link. First time you've seen it? Really fancy, none? Anyway, I already went ahead a bit and had a look around Bergen Trail. We can form a party again if you want. Just tell me by V-Link. Ooh, I almost forgot. I think the next dungeon will be in that mountain village, Nan. We should enter the dungeon at the same time. keeping the tradition of our dungeon racing duels. Tres bien. Make sure you don't enter the dungeon without me. D'accord? See you around. And link end. There. Well then, time to continue. You can invite Emily back to your party or go by yourself. It's your choice. Okay, let's look around a bit and then I'm gonna call it a night here. Okay, this should be a good stopping point for the meantime. Oh, my voice hurts. Oh, throat hurts, rather. Okay. So I will continue CrossCode maybe in... let's see. I'll continue CrossCode by August. So I'll keep this in mind. So let's see, my schedule for this coming week is... Okay, so July 30 will be Star Ocean the Second Story R, and then the next day will be Maple Story. Okay, so that'll be it for now, guys. So thank you very much for your time here with me today. I hope you all have a great day ahead of you. See you next time.